Welcome back to the Seaboard Central, everyone, in the September 2024 layout update. And there's a lot that's happened this past month, so let's get started with the show. And the first up are these two R boxes that were weathered by Cody at K-Rail. And these are probably my favorite two weathered cars on the layout. They are incredible. The look that I was after on these cars was some older faded graffiti. Still see a lot of R boxes out on the road today, but in 2015 there was plenty of them. These are actually two Athearn cars, and I've gave Cody some prototype photos for inspiration, and he knocked it out of the park with these. Incredible work. In addition to the cars that Cody did, I actually weathered some myself, including this Atlas PD covered hopper. This one's fairly clean, had a little bit of grime on it. I just used prototype photos for it. And a couple of Scale Trains carbon black cars that I did. And in all these cases, I've replaced the couplers. Most of them are with 158s. That TCMX PD car's got 119s on it because the real one has double shelf couplers. I really enjoy weathering myself, but when it comes to graffiti, I'm not great at it and I'd prefer somebody else to do it. I did manage to weather two more cars, which were these two Walthers Jumbo 80M covered hoppers. You see them here sitting in track 1 in the yard. They were pulled by the NS transfer job. So something else I did this past month was add this radio tower here on the layout. And you see it just on a pole. Something simple. This exactly what the radio tower looks like in the terminal I work at. It's got a couple of radio antennas. It's hard to see in the video, but they're here. And one is for the yard channel and one is for the mainline channel. So work has actually started on a new section. This is a lower level section. The upper level that'll go right above it will connect to the helix, and that will come around to a lift out bridge that will go across this aisleway to connect to that part of the layout right there, right here. So you'll see a lift out section right here, and it'll curve around and connect to that upper level, that helix right there. But this part, this lower level, the track you're seeing right here is a team track for maintenance away, where you'll see cars coming in for the track supervisor. And then this track right here, this right here is the Goodyear tire lead, which will come around here and it will go into the next room. And on a lower level of the layout in the next room will be a Goodyear tire plant. So this is a work in progress, and how I made this scene so far is I cut up this pink styrofoam. That's what's under here. And this right here is just like a paper mache type material or sculpt mold, which a lot of people use. So it's still wet, a little wet, and it's drying. And when it's finished, I'll come back and paint all this area, and it'll make a really cool maintenance away yard. Now, since this will be switched at night, it's going to be a dark area because the upper level is going to be right above it. I would like to add some utility poles with street lamps to kind of light the scene up so that as you're looking down in here, it'll have some sort of light, but it'll represent a nighttime switch. So I think it'll be pretty cool. So now on to the really cool part of the update. A new engine has joined the Seaboard Central roster. This is Seaboard Central number 150. An SW1500. And this has actually been converted to a remote control unit, as evidenced by the flashing lights that are on the roof. So this is an Athearn unit. It's got a load sound decoder with a current keeper and speaker that was installed by my friend Jason at Georgia Bigfoot Trains. And some of the things that he also did was add the flashing lights you see up here. He's added ditch lights to both ends of the unit. I can turn the ditch lights on here. There's a truck light that's added. The engine was also painted by and decaled and weathered by SC Prototypes. It turned out to be an awesome locomotive. You can also see where Jason added the remote control equipment to the roof, along with an air conditioner. This is a really cool locomotive. Now the story behind this locomotive is this locomotive was serving as the Savannah port switcher for many years. It was actually one of the first locomotives to receive this blue and white paint after the red and gray scheme. So after some newer units showed up, including those GP15s, the MP15 DCs, and an MP15 AC, it displaced this SW1500. So the plans are to move this unit up to the ADM module, switch ADM. But don't worry, the Alco S2 is just going to move to another facility. This one would just end up being on long-term lease to ADM. But for the time being, I'm going to keep it in Gadsden Yard until at least I get the upper level connected, and then we'll run a special train to move it up to ADM. So next week, we'll do a video of just this unit switching cars in the yard. So be sure to tune back in for that one. I want to thank each and every one of you for tuning into this video today. So until next time, thanks for watching the Seaboard Central, and happy model railroading, everyone.